Hi, I'm Ann Shapiro, Executive Director of the Connecticut Storytelling Center, and today I'm going to be talking with Carolyn Stearns, who is one of the presenters at our festival, April 23rd and 24th, virtual. She's going to be telling a story that's called Magdalena's American Dream. She'll tell us a little bit about that, and then she's going to follow it up at the festival with a workshop called My Roots Are Showing. And she'll tell us what you might get out of that workshop. So I'm going to turn it over to Carolyn right now.
Hi there. So I'm excited to be sharing Magdalena's story. It's a multi-generational immigration to America story, and not the streets paved with gold that came with those dreams from Europe, but the struggles first to survive and then to finally flourish. And I think you'll enjoy hearing of this long saga of a family's journey here. It's not my family, it's a family I knew, and through research and interviews, collected this story and then had to fill in all that background. And that's where the workshop comes in. Our ancestry is a lot of names and dates and distant places, often across the seas. And how do you build a story around that ancestry? You have to figure out how to flesh it out and make those names and dates people. You have to find out what they're wearing and what was going on in that time frame and how did they come here and where did they come? Did they get off the ship in Boston or New York, Ellis Island, or was it a ship that came into another port city? So there's so many ways that people come to America. There's so many stories here and abroad in your family that you might want to tell. Maybe you have a tiny little trinket that's a memento and you want to build a story around that. Or maybe it's just an old photograph of a great grandfather you never met. We can start with that and build a family story. So I will take you through the process, how to give them voice, how to build and shape that character, how to know what they might have looked like if you don't have any images. Maybe they're back so far as before the common people had images. You can still build their story. I've even used archaeology to develop a story. And I would have never guessed before that time how much information about a person you could get from the archaeology of the period. So we'll do that in a workshop that will span an hour plus time, and everybody will get a chance to with some takeaways, and then there'll be links to supplies you can use to further your research and in building that story. And it may not be one you share on a stage such as I do. It may be one you just want to tell your grandchildren. So come and find out more about researching those precious family stories and making them live again. Ann, do you have any questions on what I'm offering?
It sounds so interesting. I know so many people want to know more about where they came from and where their ancestors came from, that I think that will be a really valuable workshop for our attendees. Thank you so much.
Oh, I appreciate it. I know during the pandemic, many people resorted to working on those family trees because they were stuck at home at night. And so if you've been out there doing that, or even if you're just getting started, I can find a way to help you make that journey.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to it.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Spring will be here and it'll be time for that festival.